Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Camp signing on. And I was coming just to tell you how good God is. And don't miss God in the small things. Do not miss Him in the small things because 2 days ago, I was meal prepping for the week. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends. One of my newest friends, she texted me, was like, you've been on my mind. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I just started updating her with all the things that I was doing and, seeing if we can connect with some of that. So she was like, I don't know. You just was on my mind. I don't know what it was. So I was like, well, it was good hearing from you. Da, 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 da. But prior to me responding to her text, I had sent a text to someone to pick me up from the station, the train station, see if they can pick me up. So usually they can. They always pick me up. So I didn't expect that they couldn't this week. So I am just like, okay. So I get off with her and then I text the person. I look back on my text and the person said, oh, sorry, I can't do it this week. And I was like, oh, darn. How in the world am I going to do this? So all of a sudden I got off and thought about the other person. I was like, oh, I wonder if she can do it. So I texted her back and I was like, hey, can you pick me up from the station? This is how much I'm paying. Let me know if that's enough. Da 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 da. So she texted me back, was like, yes, I could definitely pick you up from the train station. No problem. That's easy for me this week. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And the price I had quoted, she was okay with that price. So I was like, okay, well, you got it. So the moral of the story is don't miss the small things that God is doing in your life because that God put me on her heart to text me, knowing that the person that normally picks me up from the train station was unable to do it this week. So he already put me on her mind, so she would text me so that I would be mindful, hey, ask this person, because I would have never asked her. She would have been the furthest person from my mind to ask. So because we were texting back and forth, because she said God had put you on my mind, I was like, oh, well, I wonder if she could do it. And she was like, oh, I'd be more than happy. And now we want to have like some time together, some much needed time together. This woman is awesome. She just got her doctorate. Man, I think it's a year or two now. So she's doctor. Good friend of mine. I met her in Lancaster. It was the way we met, it was amazing. And she lives around the corner from me. And I meet her in Lancaster. We have never crossed paths in our own neighborhood. But when I went to Lancaster, I meet her and we connected. We just connected. We have a lot of things in common. Our values, our morals, the way we think, our goals and our passions are so much alike. So we automatically just clicked. So, but the moral of the story is like, don't miss the small things. God is answering your prayers. God is looking out for you. And even if it's a small thing, like I'm like, hey, I need $1,000,000. And he's like, you don't get $1,000,000. But he starts sending these little teeny seeds and into how you going to get the $1,000,000. So that right there was a sign of that God is looking out for me. God cares about both of us, her and myself. He cares about both of us, and that he made sure that I was going to be okay and that what I needed was going to be met. So know that God got you. And don't miss those small things. Don't chalk it up like, oh, well, it was no. I did not know this young lady she always is able to do that for me. She always does. So I had no reason to think that she couldn't do it this week. But she was like, oh, sorry, I can't do it this week. And I'm like, well, what the heck I'm going to do? Because I have actually two things happening. So I was like, how am this going to work out? And God was like, I got you. So just know that God got you in the smallest ways, the smallest things, and don't you miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss that God got you. Because he's doing something for you. He's setting things up. He's sending people your way. He's putting you on people's minds because he loves you and he cares about you just like he cares about me. That was a big deal to me because I really needed a ride. And I have some other things I have to do that day. I needed somebody to get me to I need somebody to get me to this location. And God sent her. So, and thank God she was obedient. So the other thing is be obedient to God. Don't, if God puts them on your mind, just let them know, hey, I was thinking about you. It's not just you thinking about them. It's God putting them on your mind. And it's a reason. And that reason was I needed a ride. Now I have my ride, and I can take care of the things I need to take care of on that day. And I'm able to connect with a wonderful woman of God. So God bless you, and know that God got you.